It's time to pack up the winter clothes. I'm going to decide what stays and what goes. Hello, I'm Kristen from Kristen Cain Style. Welcome. I'm thrilled that you've stopped by my channel, whether it's the first time or whether you've been here many times before. Thank you for tuning in. Today, first of all, I want to apologize for my scratchy voice. I have had a coaching call and two potential style therapy client consult calls this morning, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to film this video right now because our weather is kind of all over the place. We, yesterday, I think, had pretty much every weather I can imagine except for hot and humid. And I am ready for spring. The daffodils and the tulips are up. I am ready to be dressing in things that feel more spring-like. Today, it is still pretty chilly out, so this sweater is a nice alternative. I stay warm, but it feels springy and fresh because of the colors and the stripes. If you know me, you know that I rarely wear a boat neck. I feel like sometimes they interfere with necklaces and with layering things underneath them. A crew neck t-shirt, for instance, tends to feel a little messy underneath a boat neck for me. And yet it's the right temperature for today. So this sweater is definitely staying out. I have enjoyed wearing it over the winter, and I'm going to continue to wear it into the spring. So I'm going to go through the things on my rack. I am not trying things on today. I am just going to kind of talk through what happened over the winter, whether I actually wore the piece or not. If I'm going to keep it, I'm going to kind of explain why I'm choosing to keep it. Not keep, well, I guess keep it, because some pieces I might decide to donate or sell as a result of not having worn them much this winter. But if I'm going to keep it in my closet for now, I'm going to explain how I'm going to wear it to kind of transition and make it look like spring. And if I'm going to pack it away, I'm going to explain, if it's not super obvious, why that would be. And kind of talk through the pieces specifically that I did not put on and why. Kind of do a little coaching for myself as to why these pieces didn't make it out of my closet, didn't earn a place out in the real world on my body this winter, and decide whether or not they get to stay at all. First, I will mention, if you are not familiar with me and the work that I do, I'm a style and mindset coach. And what that means is that from a style coach standpoint, I help you figure out what to wear. I help you figure out what should stay and what should go from your own closet. I help you build a wardrobe that really, truly supports the life that you are living right now so that you can get dressed for any occasion and look and feel amazing. In addition to the wardrobe stuff, I focus on your thoughts and your feelings about getting dressed and all the things that go into that, whether it's shopping, whether it's your body, whether it's the amount of time you have available or the time that you're spending on the process of style and getting dressed. We address inside style therapy, which is my signature package. We address what your stuck spots are. I had a consult this morning and the client mentioned she was frozen. I fully understand that. And the idea of being kind of frozen in inaction and frustration and sometimes overwhelm included about what to do to get your styles sorted, and possibly you have a little bit of perfectionist tendency like I do, and you continue to pull in more information and watch more YouTube videos and possibly check out Instagram and read more articles and try to solve this problem yourself, and you just feel like you're not getting anywhere. That sense of being stuck or frozen in a style that doesn't feel authentic and fabulous perpetuates itself, and you're just locked there. If that is the case, style therapy is my one-on-one signature package. It is the only way that I work with clients at this point because it is the most effective. I decided there was not really any reason to try to create little, smaller, mini ways to work with me, because they do not work. I do not want to band-aid this problem for you. I want to solve this problem for you. I want style to be something that is effortless, truly effortless for you in every realm. From the shopping, from the deciding how you want to look and feel when you get dressed, knowing what to pack, knowing what you should edit out of your wardrobe. I want the whole process to be effortless. I want to teach you how to have style self-trust. I want you to know yourself well enough and have the internal ability to decide, yes, I'm going to buy that. No, I'm not. Yes, I'm going to buy that, and this is why. This is how it's going to work in my wardrobe. This is how I'm going to wear it and where I'm going to wear it and how I'm going to feel in it. I want the style self-trust piece to be really, truly anchored deep in you so that you can be your own stylist. If that is something you're interested in, I do offer a 1-hour free consultation call where we kind of go through what's going on with you, and I can help you make a decision as to whether or not investing in style therapy is the right thing for you right now. Okay, I've been putting this off long enough. I've literally been putting this off for weeks because I wanted to record it and capture it, kind of to share with you how it goes in my own wardrobe. You can tell that this rail is pretty much a mess. This is not really my best work here. There were a few things in my very small closet that I pulled out and added to this, but it was already a little bit of a hodgepodge. So I'm going to go through it today and decide what stays and what goes for the coming season, and let's do it. Okay, we're going to start right here with the nightgown. If you saw my most recent thrift haul, I believe this nightgown is from LL Bean. I thrifted it and I love it, and I have not worn it. It pains me to say that. I just haven't. I don't really wear nightgowns. I didn't ever go anywhere where I wanted to put it on as a dress with some boots, although I would do that with a cardigan or something over it. I didn't do that. I am not getting rid of this. It is clean and ready to be packed up. I'm packing it up, and I am going to absolutely wear it come, the kind of fall holiday season next year. This is going to be something I wear, whether I wear it as a nightgown hanging around my house or whether I wear it out of my house. I'll keep you posted, but this piece stays. Next is this skirt. I've only worn this skirt a couple of times this winter because I really didn't go anywhere where skirts were required, but when I wore it, I liked it. It is not a heavy weight. It's lined, but it really translates fine into spring, so I will be wearing this in the spring. I had a little bit of a coughing fit. Been singing and dancing to a little too much bluegrass, or to a lot of bluegrass, never too much bluegrass. A lot of bluegrass over the last couple of weeks, and it has caught up with my voice. So I'm going to sip my tea, and then I'm going to calm down because sometimes I get a little wound up on these videos, in case you hadn't noticed. And I talk faster and louder, and I don't want to start coughing. So I'm going to have a sip of my tea, and then I'm going to continue. This blouse, I wear this. I just wore this recently. I have just washed it, haven't ironed it. This blouse gets to stay because I enjoy wearing it, and it certainly works in the spring. Cotton blouse. This was a gift from my sister. You may not have even seen this on YouTube because I didn't put it in a thrift haul or anything because it wasn't thrifted. It was a birthday gift from my sister. It is silk, and it is lined with this incredible kind of furry, almost dressy teddy bear fabric. And it is really comfortable. I did wear this several times through the winter with just a little t-shirt or a lightweight kind of fine gauge sweater underneath it. It is fun and warm and cozy and interesting, and I will definitely be breaking this out again in the fall. This blouse, I thrifted this from Cabby. I have not worn it except to work online, with clients. I have had it on a couple of times in my home. I have not worn it outside of my house. My guess is I will wear it in the spring because it's a spring fabric, and I like it with just kind of distressed jeans and little flats. So this is going to stay. Next up, this blazer. I have not worn a blazer. I think I've worn a blazer maybe 2 or 3 times since we arrived in Salt Lake City almost 8 months ago. It's kind of thick, and yet it's going to stay because I think I will wear it now that I could wear well, not yet, but soon I'll be able to wear a blazer as a jacket. Like this could be the layer without needing a coat over it. So the blazer is going to stay. This is another black one. I showed this in my recently thrifted. This came from the Goodwill bins. This is going to stay. These navy blue trousers and bluegrass. I just haven't figured out how to put those two together. I wear blue jeans pretty much every time we go out, and pretty much every time we go out is to a bluegrass show, so that's why. However, these are really cute in the spring. I wore them a little bit in the late fall, but I did not wear them over the winter. They're lined. They're not super heavy. They're not wool. So I could wear them in the spring. I'm going to leave them out and give them a try because I really would like to be wearing something other than jeans sometimes, I think. I'll let you know. This sweater I really like, and I will keep wearing it in the spring because it has this great open weave, so it's comfortable with just a little tank top under it or with a long sleeve t-shirt. And though it is a little bit furry, the light, it's got a nice loft and feels almost like cashmere. The light open knit of it feels like it can be worn in the spring. So that one gets to stay. This one definitely gets to stay. This one's cotton. I recently thrifted it. I have not worn it yet. This one stays. This one is cashmere, and I actually really like this sweater. I don't know that I love it. The orangey, this mustardy orangey color, it's not my favorite. If I put a jacket over it, it just looks like a navy blue cashmere sweater. It feels springy. This part of it feels springy because it has the orange and then a hot pink stripe in between and then the kind of yellowy orange color. I don't love it with jeans. It kind of falls apart. It just feels kind of boring to me when I put it on, and yet it's a good brand, so I feel myself wanting to hang on to it and keep it in my closet. I think I'm going to keep it in my closet because we're not going to be real warm here yet. And cashmere will still be a nice fabric to wear. And I'm going to challenge myself to wear it. I could certainly wear it with the navy trousers and a cute pair of sneakers and a couple of necklaces. And I would like it. I just haven't really gone anywhere where that seems to be what I want to wear. I'm going to challenge myself to wear that one. I do like it. I like how it feels. I like how it fits. This one is the one that I brought home from Ohio when I visited my mom. I have worn it on calls, but I have not worn it outside of the house. I think this one I'm going to pack up because I think I have others that I will pull on before this one, because this one's kind of fitted, and some of the slouchier ones I think I would wear more often. So that one I'll pack up. This is my Theoretical Blonde t-shirt, my son's band. Yes, I will absolutely be wearing this in the spring. You might notice that my rolling rack is staying put, and that is because I finally bought some little caster holders to keep it from sliding into me. This sweater should probably be retired. It is Old Navy, it's acrylic. I have to depill it just about every time I wear it. I would love a cashmere one, this color. I've not found one yet. But this I'm going to keep out because it's springy, it's cute with just a plain t-shirt, it's cute with stripes. I actually really like this sweater. I'm just ready to upgrade to a better version of it, I think. Another Theoretical Blonde t-shirt. This one by rights, I should probably chop off and modify it a little bit. It's kind of too long when I wear it, and I will wear this a lot in the spring. This is a recently thrifted item that I have not even shown on here yet. And it's Talbot's, I think. Yeah, it's Talbot's. And I really like the color. I like the navy blue detailing. I don't wear stuff like this very often. It's not quite a 3/4 sleeve, but it's a little short, yet it's a nice, dreamy, thick cotton, and it is cute with jeans. So I'm looking forward. I'll wear this one just as kind of a one layer, or even with a little white t-shirt under it. I will wear it in the spring. This one I will probably wear one more time because the navy and white feels a little nautical, and yet it's cozy and warm for the weather as it transitions out of snowing and whatever it's doing to something that actually feels like spring. So I think this one I'm going to keep out. This one, sadly, I have not worn one time. I thrifted it. I like it. I don't wear black very often, so I think that's part of the problem. This one's going to go in the maybe pile because this one, it might actually be time to donate this one back and let someone else have it. This black one I actually really like. If I'm going to wear black, it's usually a black sweater. It's usually this little cardigan. It's kind of fitted. I don't know that I will wear it anymore this year because I have a few other gray or other colors that would feel a little lighter in the spring. I'm not sure if I would wear this one again. My guess is it's time to launder this and get ready to pack it up. This one I recently thrifted also, and I have not worn it yet, but holding it right now, I think why not? Because it's nice and thick, and I do believe that it's perfect for spring. So this one I'm going to wear. Thrifted from Everlane. I really like it. I like it with stripes. I like cardigans in the spring. I think I'm going to hang on to that one. This one I wear around my house. It's American Eagle, thrifted. It's kind of seen better days. Could use a depilling, but it's comfy. And like I said, I really only wear it around the house. So this one probably is going to stay. This one, I like this sweater. I don't really wear it that often. It has a notched collar. So it feels kind of like a blazer when it's on. I actually really like it, and I like the color, and it would be cute with stripes under it. So part of me thinks, well, Kristen, then give it a shot. It's a good blue for spring. Feels kind of French and nautical. I'm going to try it. I'm going to have to get dressed a lot because I already am saving a lot of things, and I haven't even brought in any spring clothes from the garage or from the container in Colorado that still has a lot of spring and summer clothes in it. This I love. Had I known how much I was going to love it, I would have purchased it in several colors and probably another cream to hang on to for backstock. It is Old Navy with this cute little lettuce edge at the hem and at the cuff. I rarely wear Henleys, but I like the way this one fits. So I would, like I said, if Old Navy makes this again, I would buy it again. This one stays out. This one is just a thrifted, mended V-neck cashmere sweater. It's cozy and warm, and it's good for, I can do it with like a pink t-shirt or a pale blue t-shirt. It's good for the transitional days into spring where I need a layer and I might need to take that layer off. So this one I'm going to keep out for a little bit longer. This one I just recently started wearing. The old-fashioned kind of twin set crew neck buttons up high. I wasn't loving it with a layer underneath it. Every time I put it on with anything underneath it that had a collar or, you know, even a crew or a V-neck t-shirt kind of collar, it just felt really frumpy and really kind of dated and matronly. And recently I wore it with just a little camisole underneath it and a couple of necklaces, and I actually loved it. So when I purchased it, I loved it. It's cashmere. I thrifted it. And yet every time I would wear it, it just didn't feel right. I even tried to wear it backwards. I thought, well, maybe the way that it buttons in the front, the height of the collar just isn't right. Maybe there's something wrong with it. And if I turned it around, it would be better. It wasn't better turned around. However, I do like it with just a camisole under it and some necklaces. So I think I'm going to leave this one out too, because I can play around with both gray cardigans and see which one will work for spring. This one I will leave out because it's pink and it's springy and it's a cardigan and it's still cozy, but the color feels bright. This is going to be hard for me. Well, just if I'm really honest, I need to accept the fact that while I love turtlenecks, I do not wear turtlenecks. If I were right now to put either one of these sweaters on, I would convince myself that I love them, because I do. This is a cotton turtleneck from Old Navy, gray and white, gray and cream. This is Norton McNaughton from a very long time ago, cable knit, black, which again, I don't wear much black, really chunky, great turtleneck. I just don't wear them. I even, when I thrift, try on turtlenecks and I stand in front of the mirror and I say, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I love this. And then I remind myself, Kristen, you have some great turtlenecks and you do not ever put them on. So if I peek a little further down, I will show you one more recently thrifted turtleneck. This one is Land's End. If I were to put this one on right now, I would tell you how much I love it, because I do, and yet I never wear them. And I thought it was because of my hair. I thought, okay, but turtlenecks and curly hair, it's like a mess. Once I pull the turtleneck over everything, but that really isn't it. My hair's kind of a mess no matter what. I don't know. I don't love necklaces over a turtleneck, so I don't really wear necklaces with a turtleneck. I could wear fun, I have hoops on today. I could wear some fun earrings with a turtleneck. That would be fine. I don't really layer anything over a turtleneck. I don't really layer anything under a turtleneck except something that you wouldn't see, like a camisole or a t-shirt. So they just feel kind of dull on me, even though these three, when I put them on, they have a great shape. I like the way they fit. They hit at the right length. The neck is kind of the right neck. I certainly have some drapey, veiny, web kind of stuff happening that a turtleneck would probably be good. And yet I don't wear them. So this cream one would be the only one I might wear at this point. And yet when I think of going grocery shopping or going to watch Bluegrass, I do not see myself putting this on. So I'm going to put these in a maybe pile, and I'm going to have a little chat with myself in a day or two and really decide, kind of coach myself through, why do I keep buying them, and am I ever going to wear them? This next one absolutely stays. It's fun and it's springy and I am excited to wear it. So this one stays. This one absolutely stays out for at least a little longer. It is cashmere. It's from Quince. I like the color. It's good with stripes. It's good with solids underneath it. It's good with chambray underneath it. It's comfortable. It's a great weight for transition. This one stays. The red one stays. Feels a little expected, kind of this red, into spring and summer. However, it's a great weight. It's Old Land's End, great weight. And I like this with pale jeans and just kind of sneakers or a little flat. So I'm going to keep this one. This one, I wore this a lot in the fall and I haven't worn it recently. I don't know if I just kind of tired myself of it, burned myself out on it. It's a great pink. It's good with denim. It's good with navy. It's good with dark green. So I kind of think that for the spring it should stay out. I like it with a white t-shirt and a couple of necklaces. So I'm going to keep this one out. This one stays out. I just wore this the other day. This one's fun. I enjoy it. This one I wore a lot last year. I have not worn it at all this year. It is thrifted J. Crew cashmere. I really like it. It's a little snug, it's got a little better of a fit than some of my slouchy baggy sweaters. And yet I find that it's not as comfortable. I don't grab this one as often, but I am going to keep it because I do like it. And I think in the fall, I'll be glad to have it. Next up, these are just little t-shirts. This is the one from Target. It's a new day. It's a little bit slippery and ribbed. This one is the girlfriend tee from J. Crew in white. I have this in pale blue and pink also. I really like it. 100% cotton. They have a short sleeve version. I have not tried, but I think I'm going to because I've worn these now a few seasons and like them. This one needs to go. Love this sweater. This was thrifted Sundance. I have worn this. I have enjoyed it. It might still snow here in Salt Lake. I was actually just in Park City and it was snowing in Park City, heavily snowing in Park City. So it's not that I couldn't still wear the snowflake, but I think I'm going to put this one away. I'm done with this one for the season. This is thrifted Abercrombie Black Watch Plaid. I like this and I wore it this season and I'm ready for lighter colors, you know, and not such a heavy dark plaid. So I'm going to put that one away. This one I'm definitely ready for. I have not worn this. I've worn it a couple of times. I wore it under the navy blue one with the striped sleeve. I've worn it under the cream, just cardigan that I wear at home. I have not worn it out because one layer like this, it hasn't really been warm enough for. And I love this top. I'm looking forward to it in the spring and in the summer. Grateful Dead t-shirt definitely stays. Cezanne Leontine striped sweater definitely stays. I love this all year long, but it is such a great kind of nautical inspired cotton, thick, great knit that I definitely wear this in the spring. This little vest I thrifted. You may have seen it on my thrift haul. I have not worn this. It has not been for me the right temperature yet, but I'm excited to play around with it and see how I can make this work for me. Red cardigan also stays. I like this with stripes underneath it, though it is a little kind of trite and expected. It's just a great cardigan and I like it with denim and I like it with the kind of olive green pants that I have and I like it with cream pants also. So I think I'm going to keep this one out. The chambray, great weight. I've worn it layered, but I have not worn it by itself yet this season. So I'm looking forward to wearing this one. Now we come to another blazer, navy blue, Bowden, recently thrifted. I have not worn this. I worn this one out of the house, maybe once. I'm going to wear this. I love navy blue and I'm really challenging myself to wear more blazers because I love a blazer. This is from Zara, really great lightweight knit. I will definitely wear that this spring. These are just the only 5 camisoles that I own. 4 of them are the same. This from A New Day, Target, in black and in blue. And then I have 2 of that same one in cream. And then I have one that's just actual silk. This one's thrifted that I wear under blazers or a little more dressed up. And then we're back to the white blouse or cream blouse. So that is what I'm going to keep. I'm going to organize it so it looks a little better. As far as pants go, we don't really need to talk about pants because all the jeans are staying out. And I only have a couple other pairs of pants and I've already mentioned those. So I will keep out the navy blue trousers. I will keep out the green, though these are a little flannel. They're a little brushed. So it will get too warm for these pretty quickly, but I have been wearing these and enjoying them. I really like them with pink. I like them with red. I like them with the pale pink, wherever I lost that one. Oh, that's not it. I like them with this kind of camely pale pink. So I will keep these green ones out also. And then the only other pants I have currently in-house that aren't jeans are the Alex Mill trousers that I have shown here on YouTube and these kind of carpenter pants that are just ivory. I need to actually cut these. They're too long and I don't love them with a big cuff and I don't love them rolled up, so I'm going to actually just chop the bottom off and let them be frayed. I need to do that and I will definitely be wearing those more in the spring. And then quickly, I'm going to share about shoes. Okay, so I don't have a lot of shoes. I guess I have a few pairs of shoes still in our container in Colorado, but I really don't. I'm not someone who shops and buys tons of shoes. I have a size 10 foot. I'm really picky about shoes. They have to be comfortable from the minute I put them on or I don't buy them. I do thrift shoes if I find, shoes that I love thrifted secondhand. I really like very classic shapes. So I'm not trendy with my shoes. I do not buy really trendy shoes at all unless they're a really classic shape. So ballet flats are having a moment, I'll buy a ballet flat. Mary Jane having a moment, great. A loafer having a moment, Adidas Samba's having a moment, no problem. When we start talking about things that feel a little bit more like a trend, I'm just not really trend in their shape or their fabric. I don't wear mules. They don't stay on my feet. I don't love how they look. They're just not for me. I like them on other women, but they're not for me. So the shoes that I'm removing from my wardrobe, I'm keeping. I have 1 pair of ballet flats. I have 1 pair of loafers. I have a couple pairs of sneakers and a couple pairs of Oxfords and a pair of like sand colored desert boots. You've seen those here. I've put them on with other things. So so that's it. And those are all going to stay. What's going are 3 pairs of black boots and a pair of black shoes that I have not worn yet. I think they're going. So boots. I have these boots. I purchased these probably pre-pandemic or very early pandemic. I have worn them approximately 4 times. I like them. I actually really like them, and they're pretty comfortable. They're not uncomfortable. Like, they're comfortable. I don't know that they're as comfortable as what I would wear to Costco. So if I'm going to Costco, I usually don't pull these because they're comfortable and I can wear them all day. I could probably even walk around a city and, be on vacation and, travel in them and then be fine. They're heavy. I just don't wear them as much as I thought I was going to. They kind of are a little bit of a version of me that I'm either not yet or not ever going to be. I think it started for me. I purchased them before we went to Norway, and yet in Norway, every woman has on black boots. Every store has walls of black boots, and so I really liked the idea of having black boots, and yet I kept purchasing more black boots because somehow these weren't landing. I really like these. I don't think I'm going to wear them anymore this spring. I'm going to challenge myself to wear them once we get to fall. I have also shared this pair, a little more kind of moto, yes, they're dusty because I am not wearing them. A little more moto inspired. These I also have not worn out of my house, embarrassingly. I spent $6 on them. So is it the end of the world if I don't ever wear them and I just donate them? No, thankfully I can live without that $6. And I also try not to spend even $6 on something that I'm not going to wear. And these just sit here taunting me because I feel like I'm, like I'm that cool Norwegian girl because I have all of these black boots. These are the other pair I own. And yet I'm not someone who every time I get dressed puts on black boots. And so it feels a little silly to have a whole shelf of black boots that I'm not wearing. However, I'm just going to pack them up and hide them for the summer. And then possibly I will have grown into the version of me who is actually cool and Scandinavian and wears black boots everywhere. These I like. These I really, really like. These were gifted to me Christmas or my birthday from Greta. I shared them on a thrift haul. She found them. She let me try them on in the store to make sure that they fit because they were thrifted, and they're Mies and they are outrageously comfortable. I just wore these in Park City recently. I can walk all over in them. They are warm. They are comfortable. I can dance to bluegrass in them. They're great. I actually wish I had them in a saddle brown. I haven't looked for them on Poshmark or anything. Probably could. I would wear them in a saddle brown, and I would probably wear them longer in the season in saddle brown than I do in black. Black just starts to feel a little harsh for me in the spring with the colors and the shapes that I wear in the spring. There are plenty of cool girls out there wearing black boots with all spring things. I just am not one of them. So these I'm going to put away. The last pair are Franco Sarto. I want to love these. I think they're a little big. I need to put an insole inside of them. And not only are they big on my foot, but they feel like they look big when I look in the mirror and see them. I have a size 10 foot. And so these are a size big for me. They're a size 11. And I can wear a size 11. Sometimes I'm a pretty solid 10 and a half. But these just feel like, maybe it's the patent leather. I like patent leather. These just feel like a lot of shoe when I put them on my foot. And yet these in the spring, whether with a little sock or no show or no sock, with a little cropped pale jean and a t-shirt and a sweater, I would wear these and I would like them if I saw them on someone else. So I think the patent leather I'm going to keep out and give them a try because I like the tread, I like the brown detail, and I haven't really given them a fair shake because when I put them on, they do feel a little loose and I just need to grab an insole and put it in there and then give them a try. So I'll keep you posted. Then I have a little pile of sweaters I'm going to run through really quickly and then we're finished. This one I'm keeping. It is cotton, ribbed, great transitional fall and summer. I wore it over the winter, but not quite as much as I wore it in the fall for the reason that I just stated. It is better for transition. It's cotton. I wore cashmere and acrylics, fuzzier sweaters through the winter, and now that it's going to be a little warmer and I still need a layer, I like this cotton one. That one stays. This one could also stay, but it feels a lot like long underwear. Feels and looks a lot like long underwear. So I do like it layered under some things, but I feel like at this point, though it's floral, it doesn't feel springy. It feels more long underwear-y because I don't wear it by itself. So when I layer it, it feels like long underwear. So I'm going to put this one away. This one I love. I think I will probably wear this a couple more times. I've just had this on recently. I really love this sweater and it's comfortable. And because it's kind of creamy, beigey, it still works. It feels a little lighter. In the spring anyway, it's acrylic and it's furry, fuzzy. So eventually I'll transition to all cotton sweaters. But for right now, since we're still in that kind of weird zone of in between, and it's a light enough knit that it feels a little fresher and lighter in the spring than like the snowflake one that's really dense and heavy. Embarrassingly, this is the Eric Bompard, made in France. Fabulous, very thick, luscious cashmere turtleneck that I thrifted when we still lived in Colorado, and I think I have worn it approximately twice. I do not wear turtlenecks. I will not part with this turtleneck, because if I were ever going to wear a turtleneck, this would be it. It is fantastic, and yet I did not wear it this season. So I'm going to pack it up, and I will coach myself through that in the fall when I pull it out. This one I wore only a couple times here because it's really heavy. I probably could have worn it to work at home more often than I did. I waited until it felt kind of like wintry, cozy, snowy vibes, because that's what I get from this kind of ski-like sweater from Old Navy, thrifted. And yet it's really heavy, and so the sleeve is pretty big, and it doesn't fit really nicely under a coat. So I didn't wear this one as much as I did last year, but I'm keeping it because I really love it, and I will wear it more next year. This one was also a thrift find. I don't think I ever showed this on a thrift haul. It was about $5. It is also Old Navy, actually. I really, I don't wear wool, so I really appreciate an acrylic sweater that gives the loft and the feel and the look of wool without itching my body and my skin in any way. So this one too, when I saw it, I thought, I don't wear much animal print other than my belt. But I really like this. It's a little beige and drab maybe for me, and yet it was really cozy. I've worn it several times. I like this one. I'm keeping. This one is kind of crinkled because I just washed it and let it air dry. This is a cashmere V-neck that I do wear pretty often and I enjoy. I will keep this out because the color is really great for spring. This one's just a gray pullover with some kind of interesting detailing. I don't know if you can see the kind of stitching on the shoulder. It's got a little bit of stitching here. I like layering this one. I like that it's a little shorter because with some of my more high-rise trousers and pants, this length feels a little better than some of the longer sweaters. However, I would put this one on probably, or one of the cashmere ones that I kept before I put this on again this year. So this one will get packed up until fall. And that's all I got. That's it. That's the end. So I'm going to organize my rack so that it looks a little more presentable and not so mishmashed. When I organize a rack, I usually do tops, short sleeve to long sleeve, or sleeveless to long sleeve. Then I do cardigans by color, and then I do blazers also by color. Tops are also by color. So I have a video on that, so you don't need to listen to me here. All right, I think that's it. Now I have a mess to clean up, and another consult later this afternoon, so I'm going to go do that. If you are interested in booking a 1-hour free consultation call to see if style therapy, working with me one-on-one in style therapy, would be a good fit for you and would help you get unstuck, unfrozen, resolve your style struggles, you can book that. There's a link down below. You can book your 1-hour free consultation call, and we can go over what's happening, what is feeling off in your wardrobe and your style, and we can see if I can help, and you can decide if that's the right thing for you right now. I would love that. That's all I got for you today. I hope you have a really beautiful, beautiful week, and I will see you next Friday.